Hey guys, welcome back to Tampa Bay Diving. My name is Blake and I'm a professional recreational scuba diving instructor and digital content creator. And today you're gonna get the first look at our new series, Instructor Reacts. So I got emailed this video by a viewer of ours and they wanted me to create a react and I've never done that before. So we decided to put this together and see what they got for me. Now I have not seen this video. I do know it's from a popular YouTube diver who's got, I think, 13 million followers. So this is going to be kind of like a David versus Goliath type situation, but we're going to take a look at his footage and see what we can come up with. So without further ado, let's dive right in.
What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Jake and I'm a treasure hunter. Today I'm teaming up with my friend Scott.
Jake the treasure hunter.
And we're going metal detecting.
About 10, 12 years ago, before Jake knew what he was gonna do, before he got into treasure hunting, I took him to Canada. We went bass fishing, him and my dad. We had a good time. And today he's returning the favor. We're going treasure hunting and metal detecting. I've got some secret spots. We're taking my 42 Freeman out in the Florida Keys. Let's go.
I am so excited. We got our dog Treasure, my girlfriend Kendall, and of course, you know, we're hanging out with Scott and his team, and he has never been metal.
So real quick, hypothetical situation. Say you take your girlfriend and your dog out on the boat. The boat starts to go down. Who do you save? Some say girlfriend, some say dog. I'm with the dog.
Detecting, and I tell you, today is the day we're gonna find a smoker, and I'm so excited. But if not, it's already been a beautiful day. We're on this amazing boat, and I'm just thankful to hang out with Scott again.
You know the bridge, Alligator Reef.
Reef called Alligator Reef Light. It's a really, really iconic spot. Everybody that sees this lighthouse right here, they know exactly where it is. Get the boat anchored right now. It's really shallow, so we're gonna go see what we can find.
I think 8 feet.
There's a lot of diamond rings. I guarantee you there's a lot of diamond rings right there.
No, there's not.
A lot of anklets. People over the years have jumped off of this, and so
A lot of stupid people.
just a ton of stuff that's fallen off and got stuck in the sand.
I'm just gonna let you know, if you find a big diamond ring before me, dude, I'm gonna be so jealous. Dude, there's big waves. I can't even stand up on this damn boat.
Okay, real quick. They're not gonna find any diamond rings. I'd be willing to bet my dive gear on it. So a lot of divers are like construction workers. They don't wear diamond rings when they're diving or when construction workers are working, and it's for a couple of different reasons. One being that the ring can actually get caught on something, and like let's say you have your ring on and you're wearing your glove over it, and you get your hand caught in something and you try to pull it out. Well, that can rip the skin or even the finger off of your hand. Number two is going to be because of corrosion. Everybody knows salt water eats the living heck out of everything. And so a lot of people aren't just going to risk their diamond rings or gold jewelry, anything like that. I know I don't, and I know plenty of other divers who don't. And I don't even think I've ever seen anybody diving with a wedding ring or diamond ring or anything like that. And those aren't big waves. Those are relatively small waves, and it looks like a pretty calm day out there. So I think he's just being a little theatrical. But when does boring sell?
Fishermen out here, so I'm sure we're gonna find sinkers, but who knows, we might get lucky and find that big diamond ring.
There better not be fishermen out there. He's in the water without fins and a metal detector. Don't know how that's going to help him. Okay, so again, real quick on that. A lot of public safety divers will get in the water without fins. A lot of commercial divers will get in the water without fins. And that's because they're down there to do a job, either to find something or fix a pipe or something. So they are often overweighted so that they can be down on the bottom, either searching for a missing item, a body, or doing work on a commercial project. If you're treasure hunting and trying to actually find small objects like that, I wouldn't advise diving without fins because you're going to mess up the bottom, and the odds of you finding anything in that kind of visibility are slim to none. So yeah, I would not be in the water seeking treasure without fins. He is really, really close to that structure. Okay, that is a horrible idea. Number one, what did we just say about saltwater? It corrodes everything. That lighthouse has been out there for years. It's been exposed to hurricanes, tropical storms, and saltwater corrosion. And anybody who's ever been out there knows that there are pieces that have fallen off and they're actually down there in the sand. I'm betting you're going to see some of it, and some of it's even fallen off and damaged the coral. Now, what's the problem with being down there? Well, if you're down there and something happens to fall off, or God forbid, the whole thing collapse, then you're going to run the risk of getting impaled by either a beam or something falling on you and trapping you down at the bottom, which is the absolute worst case scenario, or, killing you. So, if you're ever diving out there, please do not go anywhere near that tower. Just stick to the outer reefs. And I don't know what brand of metal detector that is. I don't recognize it, and I don't think I've used that brand. And I would not recommend that method right there. Again, going back to stirring up visibility, it's not really going to help you find anything. If you just hover it over the sand without rubbing it through, you'll be fine. The Barracuda. Yeah, they're all over on the East Coast. Now he's getting closer to the reef, and he doesn't have fins on. He is not. Get your hand off of the reef. What are you doing? The guy is walking on the reef, touching it, and prodding it with his metal detector. You can see there's those beams that have fallen. Let's harass a flounder. That's real smart. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the reason why I'm losing my complete shit right now is because Alligator Reef is part of a marine sanctuary. So a majority of the upper Keys, Key Largo, such area, is protected by reef sanctuaries, which means there's a no-go on fishing, harvesting, anything like that. Harassing wildlife definitely will get you fined. And that's the reason why there's not a lot of spearfishing up there. So you have to kind of go down to Isla Morada or Marathon to actually get some good spearfishing in. And these guys are on a protected reef, damaging the coral and harassing fish. Okay, so real quick, I want to pull up the website. So let's go to NOAA. Okay, so yeah, Alligator Reef Sanctuary Preservation Area. Here it is. And you can see where they are at. They are clearly in the protected area zone. And right here, Alligator Reef, it's home to 632 species, known species as of 2020. And right here in the red, very high water temps in the summer of 2023 have caused widespread coral bleaching and mortality in the Florida Keys. Descriptions of coral and health may be the page associated with the conditions. Okay, so click on this special regulations that apply to that area, and it'll bring you to this page. So sanctuary preservation areas. Let's scroll down. Okay. Right here. In addition to activities prohibited by sanctuary-wide regulations, the following activities are prohibited in sanctuary preservation areas with exceptions where noted. Discharging any matter except cooling water or engine exhaust. Fishing by any means removing, harvesting, or possessing any marine life. Catch and release fishing by trolling is allowed in Conch Reef, Alligator Reef, Sandbar Reef, and Sand Key SBAs only. So there better not be fishermen out there unless they're just trolling and they're doing catch and release. Right here, right here. Touching or standing on living or dead coral. The guy is filming himself committing a crime, anchoring on a living or dead coral or any attached organism. It looked like where they were, they anchored in the sand, so they should be good there. Or anchoring when the mooring buoy is available for use. There isn't a mooring buoy that I know of to date on this site, but still, touching or standing on living dead coral. He's filmed himself. We've already got him filming a crime. Unbelievable. Back to the video. Picking up a piece of coral. Okay. That was a piece of glass that he just picked up, and it was at the top. Now, I get it, you're not supposed to touch coral. If it's something like that, I don't have a real big issue with. But I'm not Fish and Wildlife, so that's up to NOAA and Fish and Wildlife. But I can tell you, I've been on a bunch of reefs that aren't protected, and I can't tell you how many White Claw cans I picked up from Karens who've been on the boat just throwing them overboard. But still, you're in a protected area. I would not advise touching anything. Now he's digging into it with his hands breaking off. For a washer. Damaging and killing the coral for a washer. God, this guy is pissing me off. Now, we're going to hit the reef. And break... Oh my God! Oh! You've got to be a special kind of stupid to film yourself committing a crime and putting it on YouTube. And keep in mind, he doesn't even have fins on, so you know he's look right there, he's standing. Oh, now you're gonna stab it. Now you're gonna stab the coral. What a fucking jackass. This guy needs to be fined. Seriously. Oh, now we're gonna pick up a conch. Oh, God. Oh. Oh yeah, let me just jab my buddy with my metal detector. Climbing again.
Hold out. Watch it, watch it.
These guys are
I was gonna tell you.
I've seen some stupid stuff, but this is one of the top.
You okay? I think so. I was gonna say, watch that. I was gonna tell you there's a lot of metal from this. If you get away from it a tiny bit, it helps. but that's why it's beeping a lot.
This is where my jump zone. So
Yeah, I know. I was thinking
you had that other one that could tell the difference between like this kind of.
it's gonna beep no matter what. It kind of interferes with it. God, got me out here. We're gonna die. Dude, the seas are rough right now, holy crap. I was so excited, I thought there'd be hundreds of rings out there. However, the problem we were having was that the lighthouse, over all the years, had just littered a bunch of metal at the very bottom of the ocean, creating an issue with the metal detectors. So it was just hard to pick up any good stuff, because every time I put that metal detector down on the beach sand, it would just go
Messing up the viz, yeah.
metal down there. Scott, tell everyone what happened.
We get out there and the boat's going like this, and I see everybody like faces starting to change a little bit. The smiles kind of went away.
Oh no, you didn't tell them the best part. Kendall and I were just barfing over the edge.
Oh yeah, they were doing some couples barfing.
Okay. So the dive's over. They're back at the dock. These guys are so full of shit. Like, those waves weren't bad. Maybe at the end, it did look a little wavy at the end. But throughout the whole time, that didn't look like bad waves or current. And they're only in about 8 feet of water. So we would have seen a lot more if there really was. And if they believed that they were going to actually find diamond rings, then they're pretty stupid. Because, like I said, divers and snorkelers, you just don't wear that in the water. So it makes me think that if this is their regular content, I've never seen it before, but if this is their regular content, then they're probably staging a lot of stuff. And what he was doing by pounding the sand, okay, so backstory. I was a public safety diver for years, and whenever we would get called out to search for like a weapon or a missing piece of evidence, one of the first things they teach you is keep your visibility good so that you can actually find what you're looking for. By doing this and ripping stuff off the coral, all you're doing is making the visibility worse. You're going to be lucky to have barely any visibility, especially down there in the sand where you need to be searching. The proper way to do it is to gently stick your hand down in there when your metal detector goes off and very gently feel around to see if there's anything up. But this, no. That's not what any public safety or any kind of treasure hunter does. And I still get a lot of work like this. So a lot of my work, because I was a public safety diver, I managed to parlay that into a career afterwards. I teach diving now, but I also do search and recovery. And a lot of my work comes from when divers around here, or boaters around here, I should say, are out and about, things fall off the boat. Phones, jewelry, anything, valuable supplies off the boat. And I will occasionally get called out to go and try to find it. And when I do, I'm not doing this. It's a whole science behind that. It's involved in pinpointing on where you were and trying to maintain the actual visibility. And then we actually lay out grids so that we know where we've searched and kind of like a pattern. And there's actual grids you can get that you can install in the sand that'll actually be able, you can swim it. Or there's things like, if you're close to shore, a running line jack, which is basically 2 anchors, a line going on the bottom between the anchors, and then a line going up from each of the anchors, and they're tied onto a buoy. Now, what that does is that's like for shore search. Like, so if you lost something on the shore or in shallow water, the people on top, either on the boat or on the shore, can mark where you search, so you're not searching the same pattern in the same location over and over again. And I'll give you a free piece of advice. If you're ever out on the boat and you lose, say, your phone or something valuable to you, the best option that you have is to, one, look at 3 different spots and note what you see. It could be, a piece of like a landmark, like rocks on a beach or a tree or something like that. And then on somebody else's iPhone, drop a pin of where you were, or have the captain give you the exact latitude and longitude. That will help somebody search for your gear and find it a lot faster. But what these guys are doing is complete amateur hour. They have no idea what they're doing, so it makes me question everything. But let's continue.
That was nice. Some couples barfing off the back.
So now we're back at the
very
marina.
special, very sweet. Now we're back at the marina. We're gonna regroup and we're gonna find something.
We're
I
gonna do
promise.
this thing. So we just got
Something you planted.
and check it out. These are some of the biggest manatees.
Don't touch the manatees. That is a federal crime if they touch the manatees.
There's actually scars on the back of these. Maybe a sign that they got ran over by boats in the past, but they look
You think?
and just having a good time. So it's really cool to see that here in his marina. If you want to stay at his Airbnb, I'll put a link in the description, and please.
I would not give him any business.
Absolutely beautiful, and they're right in his harbor. There's amazing food.
There are manatees all up and down Florida. Give me a call. You want to see manatees? We'll go see manatees. We're not going to touch them. You don't need to give this guy any business.
I think he had a nickel, a couple pennies, so 6 cents. Oh, I got a leg cramp, almost drowned, and beat my head against the metal of the lighthouse 3 times in a row. I was getting wild.
I wish it would have knocked some sense into you.
What's that? You hit your head? Yeah. You okay?
Anyways, all of that being said, we survived, and it was a great time.
So we just got back to Scott's Airbnb. I have all the treasures lined up here on the table. I've had
Junk.
rings today, but my best finds of the day would be a nickel and a penny. And I also tried my best, of course, to pick up the trash I found along the way. We found some
Damaging the reef and harassing the fish for 6 cents.
crazy, but I did get some shells, so I'm gonna bring those home, give them to my mom. I'm sure she'll be
Crime.
just to put Scott on a ring, and that was a great spot. It's just there's metal everywhere, and it just made it very challenging.
And this is the kind of crap that gives divers and influencers a bad reputation. Doing that kind of stuff is... Don't be like this guy.
I'm trying to get rich out here.
We have now moved to the Holy Grail spot. We're not going to say where it is exactly, but it's popular. There's a lot of people here.
Okay. Popular spot. Guys, all it is a sandbar. I've got captains. I have their number in my phone. You want to go to a sandbar in Key Largo, I'll give you their number. They'll take you out. Look up my buddy Lauren at Island Girl Charters. She'll take you out to the sandbar. Basically, it's where people go to float and drink. It's out in the ocean. It's shallow. It's, the sand's up, so it's very shallow. You could possibly find something of value out there from all the drunken stoopers losing it.
Murky water, I'm gonna be blown away, my man. So let's get down there, check it out, and hopefully we get lucky. It's a little chilly.
What is that? His metal detector / anal probe that he uses on himself?
Okay, first thing so far. The pull tab. All right, it's not a diamond ring, but we're gonna get it. Just wait a minute. Just put it in a little bag. I found my first penny.
Congratulations, a penny. At least he's not damaging anything here. He's just fucking up his own viz and screwing himself over in the process.
Where these diamond rings are. Just point me in a direction. Where do I go?
He has no idea.
Okay, I see.
How about go in the vicinity of the boats? Just don't be under one when it starts. Just be around it where the swimmers were.
Got another penny. Yeah, boy, we're getting rich out here. Put her in the bag.
And,
He's out here.
and I don't like being negative. I'll be positive here. At least one thing I can say is he's picking up trash. So there's that.
For the diamond ring. All right, I'm going this way. I'll see you later. Check it out. Got all these boats around here. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, boats. Oh, cool. Again with the anal probe.
I grabbed it weird. I was like, oh! I thought I had it really.
Current situation. We're back at the dock. 3 days treasure hunting. Gas now at officially $897. Treasure found $1.97 because we did find some more.
Well deserved.
But that being said, I have a feeling we might save the day right here. We might save the video because we were tying the boat up yesterday, and mate Tyler was like, "Dude, you find stuff underwater? That's so cool. I dropped my chain in here like 4 years ago." So he has this gold chain that meant a lot to him right here, and I'm like, "Dude, you can't leave without at least trying." So this is it right now. We're gonna
$20 says he doesn't find it.
save the day. Hopefully we're gonna save the chain. Seriously, we have to be careful. So I'm gonna be lookout. I'm not gonna get in the water. I'm gonna be lookout. There was literally a crocodile, not alligator, a crocodile here, literally right there. We haven't seen him today, but he could be hiding. So we have to be very careful here.
We're in crocodile water. Dude, I'm gonna look by and see a big gray shadow.
You're not gonna find anything like that.
Right.
And I think he said there's a crocodile, so it looks like they're on an inlet right now. There are crocodiles and alligators out there. A lot of them, the crocs have been known to go out in salt water, especially around the Everglades and in the south. So depending on where they're at, that's not out of the realm of possibility.
There's a lot of targets down there. So what we're gonna do, Kendall and I are gonna make our way down the keys, do some metal detecting, have some fun, and if I find anything good, it's gonna be put in this video, and I have a feeling we're gonna find some great stuff.
You go out there and you enjoy.
And another tip, so if you actually do want to find some stuff, some actual good stuff, a lot of the times you don't have to go out in the ocean like they are. I found numerous valuables just right there underneath the dock, just sitting. I found a trolling motor one time that was perfectly well. It only been down there for a week or two. It was in good condition. It worked. I put out a claim. We found the owner. He gave me a reward. Another thing, I told you guys I parlayed this into a career. Well, when I was living in Texas, there's a big lake up there called Lake Texoma, close to where I lived. And they call it a yacht club, but it's just big boats. It's not a yacht compared to what we have out here in Florida. And there was a lady who, I don't know why she took off her ring, but she did. And her ring went overboard. Now, the dock master who I was friends with and knew me and knew my work gave them my information, and they called me and asked me to come out. And so I had them sign a contract. What I do is like a 10% finder's fee of the value of the item. And I went down and I found that ring. And it took me about 2 tanks of finding and looking. And what I was doing was a lot like this guy in bad visibility water. I wasn't slapping, but I had a metal detector and I was just down there picking and pinching through things with my fingers, trying to maintain that dexterity to see if I could fill a ring. Well, at the end of it, I was literally, I think I had like 1200 PSI left in my second L80. And I was about ready to call it. And the metal detector started going off, and immediately in my head, I'm assuming it's another beer can. And I stuck my hands down in there just like this, and I started feeling around. I felt something circular. I pulled it up, and there's about 6 inches of Viz Max in this lake, and I held my light up to it and literally just screamed in so much excitement. But it really is an art and a science to finding missing things underwater. It's easy to get lost. It's easy to mess up your Viz. So again, where they were at right there was probably their best chance, I would say, of actually finding something. And because you can't do this just as an amateur, without any training or knowledge. We just had, I think it was this past week, we had a crew out on the East Coast of scientific study divers who were studying the Spanish shipwrecks along. And these Spanish shipwrecks have been, for lack of a better term, plundered. A lot of the artifacts and treasure that were on those when those were sunk by hurricanes have actually already been recovered. But this group of scientists and students and everything actually found, I think it was silver coins, like literally Spanish silver. So I'll look for a link and I'll try and put that down in the article, a news article about that. But that was really cool. But they have a lot of training and a lot of knowledge, way more than I do, to be able to find these things and know what they're looking for. And it's very easy, if you don't know what you're looking for, you could pick up a piece of treasure in your hand and not even know it and think it's just junk and toss it aside. So, but they were in a good spot right there by the dock, I would say, because phones, rings, wallets, cash, glasses, it's all right there.
Yourself, you never know what to expect, right? And even if you don't find anything, it's still fun because it's just the adventure, right? And this was my
I'd prefer to be successful, but okay.
absolutely had a ball. So cannot wait to do it again. And really appreciate Jake spending the time out there with me and showing me kind of what to look for.
You don't sound like you had a ball. You sound like you wasted a day. Screw. Junk. Messing up his viz again. I don't know who taught him that, but just a spoiler alert, I feel like we're gonna have a big find coming up soon. Whether it was staged or not, I don't know, but there's gonna be a big find, I'm betting, with all this build up. Oh, a little charm, or what is it, earring? A little earring, or yeah, it looked like an earring. Oh, coin, nice little sound effect too. A ring. Doesn't have any wear or tear on it. It could have been planted or, you know, conveniently dropped by somebody 20 minutes ago or a day ago. That can happen, especially off the docks. Found numerous amounts of dive masks. People are just setting up their gear, not paying attention, and it falls overboard. Happens all the time. Alright, he's starting to find some change. I don't know where he's at now. He didn't really show. Broken glasses, common to find. Sometimes they're intact. Little binder ring right there for schoolwork. Probably an instructor dropped it. Hopefully they didn't drop their material. This has just been unbelievable amateur hour shit show. Okay, that one may have been actual real find. That's down there for some while. A ring that broke in half when he touched it. Again, saltwater corrosion. That's why people don't wear rings. Intact glasses. Pretty cool. Idiot almost dropped it. Another binder ring. Yep. Probably old school instructor carrying paper around in those little clip rings. It's normally made of cheap metal. It's not going to last. Is that a pennant? Doesn't look like it has a lot of wear and tear on it. I'll give him the nickel. Was it a nickel? Another earring or charm. How many women lose earrings in the water? I mean, I wear them. I don't think I've ever lost any in the water. I always take them out. Another ring. If it is legit, good find, bro. And the majority of what happens in those things is people taking them, like I said, with that yacht in Texas, somebody taking it off and just before they can put it away, they drop it. It falls right off the boat. That would be my guess as to what happened there, but he just said secret spot, so I don't know where we're at now. Again with the anal probe. / vibrator combo. A little charm from a necklace or bracelet. I have no idea what that is. Maybe part of the bracelet where the charm was. Dude, what is your obsession with this thing? The other metal detector would have told you the same thing.
I got one. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Looks titanium.
Sweet.
Take a titanium ring to wear around town. Never on the water. Another coin. Is that the Mario coin effect he's using? Somebody, if you know what coin soundbite that is, let me know. It sounds from a video game I used to play, but I can't remember. Another one. So far, the best part about this video is the coin sound effect. We get it again. Just keeps on giving. It's like a toe ring, or it could be an O-ring from somebody's tank. Couple more coins. That's a toe ring.
That's cool.
Not really.
Ah, I got another one.
Another one.
I think it's a toe ring, maybe.
They're somewhere shallow, close to shore where people are swimming. Which is not a bad place to be when you're searching for lost items.
Oh. What?
That looks... Is that a fake Roman coin?
Treasure coin. I don't know if it's real, though.
It's either Spanish or Roman. Guys, if you realize the markings on that coin, comment down below, because I want to say it's Roman, but I can't quite put my finger. It looks like somebody got it out of a toy. That looked like a good ring. It's either silver or, again, some like silver or titanium, but that looked like a good ring. Yeah, he's under a bridge. Look at that. He just popped up. Whoa. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, shit. What an idiot. Okay, hold on. Stop right there. All right, so part of being a public safety diver is sometimes you get called to do evidence collect. Now, I have recovered firearms before, and what he just did, if you ever see a gun in the water, you do not do what he just did. You do not go down and pick it up. Do not. They teach us that 101. Do not. If you're ever diving or snorkeling or boating or whatever, you see a gun, do not pick it up, because then you become part of the crime scene until otherwise verified. But or the crime itself. So you could be, your prints would be on it, or in this case, you would have just disturbed it, and his prints are probably not going to be on it, but he would have disturbed it, which is disturbing a crime scene. So if you ever encounter a gun underwater or anywhere like that, for a matter of fact, you don't do anything. If you're on land, you note where you saw it, you call the cops, you stay there, you wait for them to come so you can tell them where it's at. If you're underwater, you don't touch it. If you're at a shallow distance, I think he's at 6 feet of water, you go up, you look where you can clearly see, hey, I'm under a bridge. Okay, you can call the cops, let them know where you're at, and you can show them in water. Or what you can do alternatively, if you're in deeper water, or even in this case, what you do is just take a hard weight. You should know your knots, tie your knots around it, secure your reel to it some way, just secure that reel to it, float your DSMB, and that'll mark exactly where the spot is. But do you ever go up and touch it? No. That doesn't look like a real gun. It looks like an air pistol or some kind of CO2 cartridge little pistol. But still, even though, never touch it. That's a big no-no. I'm like, no, dude. God, no. Yeah, that's CO2.
What?
Yep.
Oh.
He not only picked it up, he took it. What an idiot.
That was crazy.
Now his fingerprints are on it.
I don't know. I don't think so. I see this. To me, that might be like some kind of CO2 cartridge, but I was like, wow, look, that's crazy. So we just got home from our metal detecting trip. We found a lot of great stuff. Let me go ahead and show you some of my best finds. So one of the finds that caught me kind of completely off guard was this pistol. I've never found a gun underwater in the ocean before, but I do think this is a CO2, maybe like a pellet gun or something pistol, but I thought it was super cool. It had a bunch of coral on it, and I definitely had to save it, so it kind of blew me away, so I thought that was sweet. One of my favorite finds of the whole trip. And it's not even a diamond ring. This is everything I found. We have a ton of bottle caps and pull tabs and just pieces of metal that obviously aren't anything good. Out of all the coins I found, I did actually find one special one. Check it out. There's a cross on it, which tells me this is, like an old treasure coin. This could have been someone's treasure coin. Maybe they bought. I doubt someone lost this a long time ago. But
it's a fake.
Lost this out of their pocket, or they tossed it into the ocean, maybe made a wish or something, and I found it. I'm not too sure if it's real, but it's still really cool to find a real little treasure coin down there amongst all these other coins. We found this bracelet. It looked really pretty underwater. As I brought it up, it kind of rested on me, so that tells me it's probably not that good, along with this necklace, of course. But still really fun to find all that stuff. We got some earrings. Some of them might be silver or gold, so I saved all that, and there's a couple little diamonds on some of that. We're gonna have to test that out later on as well. And then as we make our way here, these are my best finds from the whole trip. We ended up finding 13 rings, and it's really cool necklace piece or earring, and I don't know what that is on the right either, but I thought it was really pretty and I saved it. So it's difficult to see these rings on the table, of course, so we're gonna take a close look at each one. If any of these look familiar and you can provide me with proof, I'll mail out that ring to you for free if it's yours. I'm just gonna be real with you. My team,
what a great guy.
don't waste their time. If these rings aren't yours, please don't send us an email. This is truly just,
I'm betting no one's getting a ring back, even if it is theirs.
I ahead and put them in my little ring case, and hopefully we can fill up this entire case by the end of the year with a bunch of gold, silver, and diamonds. So we ended up finding 13 rings on this trip, and to be honest with you, anytime I go metal detecting, even if I just find one, my day is made. I didn't find a big diamond ring. Maybe it's on the next adventure.
Shocker.
If you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys did, drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you guys are new, but I will catch you guys on my next adventure.
No. Okay, so... All right, so where to begin? Guys, you really have to be stupid to film yourself committing crimes and then put them up on the public interweb, YouTube. God, like, just looking at that, just, I'm mad, but I'm also laughing at how dumb this is. Not laughing at the damage to the coral. His technique was laughable. So on a scale of 1 to 10, he gets a 10 in douchecockery. I'll give him a 7 out of 10 as a person for helping the environment by picking up trash. And I don't know Jake. I don't know Jake. He may be a good person, just not that smart or not that educated on reef sanctuaries, wildlife sanctuaries. He's obviously not educated in search and recovery, or treasure hunting, as he calls it. And he's not that great of a diver, or his buddies weren't, at least from what I could see. The buoyancy was horrible, the ones that did have fins on. Yeah, guys, this is all designed to get you to click. So this is all just clickbait for you. I wouldn't be surprised if he took a lot of that stuff and he planted it. I'm not saying he did. I have no proof. I can neither confirm nor deny. But the guy has 13 million followers for a reason. And Bernie Madoff had a lot of people give him a lot of money for a reason. I'm not saying he's a con artist, but I'm sorry. I could point you to endless amounts of public safety and search and recovery divers, Coast Guard, Navy, private, law enforcement, fire department. They would all tell you the exact same thing. But it was when I wasn't pissed off at everything he was doing to hurt the environment or touching a weapon underwater, then, I mean, I guess it was entertaining. But yeah, that was an interesting video to start off this reaction series. So let me know down in the comments, guys. Did you like this? Was I a little too harsh on him? Was I not harsh enough? If you are down in the Keys, if you've ever been down in the Keys and you're a conservationist, which I believe that most divers are, let me know what you thought about him doing that at Alligator Reef, because I was not thrilled about that. And if you enjoy this content, you want more reaction videos, let me know down in the comments. Send me something to react to. I don't actively make this a hobby to go out and search for this stuff. Like I said, this video was sent to me. I've got enough on my plate with teaching students and planning dives and planning trips. So, but yeah, if you find something you come across of and you want me to react to it, shoot me in an email and I'll get to it as soon as I can. As always, if you like this content, you got some kind of entertainment or maybe a little bit of education from it, then dive down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that dive bell. And I'll be back next week with another video, but until then, plan your dive and dive your plan.